A tragedy inside a Texas church last month has people of faith in Wichita preparing for the worst.
This afternoon, worshipers learned how to react if a gunman enters their place of worship. As KAKE's Brian Ramsdale reports, the training might not be a guaranteed solution, but it is a great first step.
People usually gather in this church on a Sunday, and while this meeting is about how to save your life, they aren't talking about faith from above.
Active shooter incidences happen quickly and unpredictable, as we talked about earlier, many lasting under 2 minutes.
Reverend Holly Tapley is no stranger to teaching, but she recently has been using a new lesson plan, training people on how to react to an active shooter in a church.
This is a very hard training. It's a very emotionally bound training when you start thinking about what can happen.
No one wants to believe that a place of worship would turn into a place of violence, but we now know that real-life situation can happen. That's why the people in the church behind me are learning skills to save their lives in the event of a mass shooting.
And it's basic, 3 basics. All you got to do is you got to know how to run, you got to know how to fight or hide.
Taking a strategy from the Department of Homeland Security, run, hide, or fight. Reverend Tapley says surviving an active shooter situation requires preparation. That's why many of these pews are filled with everyday people learning what to do.
To figure out if I'm ever in a situation like that, what to do.
We need to find out what do we need to do as a congregation if something like this does happen.
We have to be aware. We have to be aware everywhere we go from now on, unfortunately.
Reverend Tapley says it doesn't have to be difficult for a church to have the conversation. What do you do if someone with a weapon takes aim? But she says for everyone's safety, that conversation needs to happen. In Wichita, Brian Ramsdale, KAKE News.